Hello, my loves. So, what you all have been waiting for, or maybe a couple of you have been waiting for, I wanted to talk a little bit about the course I have coming up. Awakening the Divine Self. So we're just going to go through the itinerary. This course is going to start either the first or second week of August. I'm thinking the first week of August it'll start. Probably not the first day, but the first week. It's 6 weeks. And it's $600 for the course. It's 6 weeks, and I'm not gonna make y'all all pay all at once, obviously, unless you want to. But I'm only taking 10 students because it's very, very in depth. So, Mastering the Divine Self, 6-week course itinerary. We're just gonna go over what the itinerary is. Week 1 is breath work, how to raise your Kundalini. So there's certain techniques and things that I learned through meditation that I found out later are actually more ancient techniques. I didn't learn it from a book or anything, though. I found out it was like confirmation later, that actually teach you how and prepare you to raise your Kundalini. Secrets to your chakras, using different forms of light and spiritual healing / warfare. So week 1, what we're going to do is talk about how the chakras are actually, how the chakras are a real system that is connected to different processes in the body, and how to awaken those processes in your divine body. The different forms of light are different forms of light that are connected in with the chakras, and how you use those different forms of light. And there's some that are more primordial. I don't really use white light. I would rather use gold light, because white you only use when you want to push energy away from you, but it shuts everything out. That's really not something you want to be using all the time. Week 2, how to use life force and soul force energy, which are two different things. When I was very young, I was about maybe 16 when I had this epiphany one day. And basically what I figured out was that there's different forms of energy. We have life force and we have soul force energy. Life force energy just keeps the body moving around, basically. Soul force energy comes from a deeper place. That's how people can be here and be moving around and not have a soul. So we're going to learn how to build energy in the body for week 2, and also awakening your primordial DNA. Primordial, I know a lot of people don't use that term anymore, even though it's a common term used with a lot of ancient texts, and then with a lot of spiritual teachers. Maybe if you all listen to Bobby Hemmett and them, primordial was pretty common to use, even though nowadays people have seemed to, I guess because it is like popcorn spirituality, people seem to have forgotten that was something that a term we always use, being that everything comes from the yin realm, or like the darkness, you know what I mean? And then the light is born from the darkness. Also, that has to do a little bit with sound. So we'll probably go through different hertz too. Sound and colors in a chakra. Isn't that beautiful? I'm just loving playing with this. I've cleared this, put it in a Sunday charge. It's just a beautiful piece of quartz I got here right now. So then you're going to learn how to awaken your primordial DNA and learn about your primordial chakras. Week 3, intro into channeling. So tapping into psychic abilities, astral projection, and astral travel. I put those in there because some people were really curious. Oh, can I learn how to astral project? Astral realms are really not the highest realms. However, for manifestation or creative purposes, they are, especially when you're starting out, they're pretty good realms to go into because you manifest more instantly there. You just want to be careful when you're dealing with an astral realm, because you're still going to deal with some, they call them in New Age like false white light beings, but I will call them just false spirits. So we're also going to do some ancestral healing and ancestral invocation, and accessing your ancestral realms. But what I mean by ancestral evocation or invocation, it's really evocation is going into your DNA. So you're going to learn how to go into your DNA and actually connect with your ancestors through your DNA, through your cells in your body. And then we're going to do some teaching you all how to access the Akashic records, because a lot of people have been asking me how to do that, and it's not that it's hard, and there's different levels to the Akashic records. Once you know how to get there, there's about 3 or 4 different ways I know how to get there. So once you all learn how to get there, you can go anytime. And I've taught a couple of other clients how to do it. So it'll be fun teaching you all how to do it. So now let's look at the second image. I'm gonna have to take this out the folder that I have it in. I'm actually gonna edit one thing here. Week 4, connecting and communicating with nature. So that's what this is. This is actually my first one I made. It's a fairy wand. It's beautiful, right? And I do make wands, by the way, too. I have one I gotta finish, and then I have also a pendant like this I have to make for one of my clients. So connecting, communicating with nature, understanding nature, spirits. So we're going to be dealing with the Fae, elementals, the Fae, and the Twa. The Fae and the Twa are basically the same ancestral spirits that go by different names. A lot of nature and a lot of the tree spirits are our ancestors, and that's something we don't talk about, so we're going to get deeper into that in this course. It'll be a lot of fun. And also connecting with the elements in your body. So you have earth, water, air, fire, and ether. Ether obviously being your soul force energy, or that soul essence, and how to channel them. So you'll learn like techniques for fire pulling, techniques for working with water, techniques for working with air. And these are really real techniques. And basically, the more I started meditating and the more I started just trying things, I mean, a lot of you have a natural ability to control storms, to work with water, to work with air. You might have a natural ability towards one element, but we're going to have some exercises and some techniques there that you all can do during the course to strengthen your abilities. Week 5 is what are archons and the power within you. So we have signs of archonic possession. This is going to be very important. It's just going to be very important, because we don't realize that our family members and people that we interact with every day, a lot of them are possessed, and we don't get the chance to ever deal with what's actually going on. We think they're just a bad person or whatever, and we let their humanity and the fact that their humanity is being manipulated make us angry, when really we need to understand what's truly going on, so that we're not letting that energy, that archonic energy, into our consciousness and infecting us. You know what I mean? And then merging with your primordial soul. So as we learn to tune in, merging with that, I always call it merging with the higher self. It's really merging with the primordial soul, and you're going to be being able to understand sort of like the multidimensional aspects of your soul as well. So I guess I'll make a note to add that in there for week 5, because you guys are going to have to understand the multidimensional aspects of the soul as well, and how to bring all those parts and pieces together. So I'm going to add that in for week 5 too. Week 6, what is light language and how to use it? Different forms of magic, ritual magic, sigil magic, setting up your ancestor altar, and other altars. We'll work on other altars too. Elemental magic, calendar magic, which is interesting. And I'm going to show you guys different calendars, the different days of the week, what deities are connected, and different calendars you can use. Because you can do the 13 month moon calendar, or you can use the Gregorian calendar, or you can do both. You can mix it up, and that's going to help you keep track of what energies you want to use on what days. Mental magic and reading souls. Reading souls is basically it's everything from what I do. Everything that I do, from the energy work, from the healing, from psychic protection, and working with different clients and things. You have to be able to put your humanity and your ego sort of to the side, and each soul treat it as if you're reading your favorite book or you're learning something fascinating. Each person, each being is such a wealth of wisdom, and their soul holds keys. So once we can get more in tune with ourselves and see the keys and the wisdom that we're holding for ourselves, we can also go ahead and get in tune with other people. And as we are assisting and exploring other individuals, it really helps us in a big way to grow ourselves. And that's something that's not talked about like that. So yeah, so that's what I got. 6-week course. Anybody who's interested, you can email me at Aya, AIIYAH .awakens@gmail.com. And I'm going to be I'll do invoices for it so I can keep track. So the first 10 people to sign up, to put their deposit of $200 down, you guys are going to be my class. And it by no means needs to be 10 people. I would be perfectly fine with like 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 people is still a lot. And then we're going to be doing video chat once a week, every week. After the video chat, I'll email out the new PDF. You guys work on that for the week. You're going to have an assignment, so work on that for the week. And then we'll get into I'm going to do it every Sunday. But I'll work out the schedule with the class when I figure out who's taking it. I want to do it every Sunday, though, where we're really on video, where I'm really going over the concepts with you guys, where you can ask questions and stuff. It's a very immersive course, so I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to assist all of you becoming your best self and merging with your divine self and just being the beautiful soul that you are. Peace.